Hi there, and welcome to another Spiritual Journey Tarot, this time for June 23rd. But remember, this timestamp only refers to the posting date. The reading itself is timeless, it can apply at any time, okay? It's a specific reading, more of a freestyle conversation. What we are trying to do here, what I am intending to do here, is to leave, or at least do my best to leave the earthly aspect of our lives aside and explore spirituality here, okay? Allow our spirit to speak. So if this is something you're interested in, then I hope that you will enjoy. Okay? Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. When I was thinking about the reading, and I was actually hoping to do those readings every Monday, so as you can see, I'm already a little delayed. But I was thinking about this question, what am I even looking for? And I was inspired by a conversation with my friend recently who said, MJ, it's kind of hard to look for something when you don't know what it is. And it made me smile because I understand that very well. I still don't fully know what is it that I am looking for. Okay, so I can really understand everyone who is struggling to figure out what is it that they are chasing, right? So what am I looking for? And it will be different for everyone as well. So that makes our journeys similar to some extent, but then completely different as well, right? And when I was just sitting thinking about it and shuffling one of the decks, with no reason really, I just like to play with the cards, I like to shuffle them, it helps me focus. But those two cards fell off the deck, and you just have to believe me, I didn't pull them out on purpose. Attract mystery. Okay, isn't this exactly what we are discussing today? Attracting mystery, looking for something, trying to figure out something that we don't know what it is. So there is a mystery aspect, there's a secret, there's something unknown. But nonetheless, we are still attracting it or trying to pull it in. So we don't know what it is, but we're trying to find it. Right? The plants that are included in those cards are irrelevant at this particular time. It's just about the messages. So that attracting this something that is mysterious and we don't know what it is, what it made me think about as well is when you look at the colors, if this is something you're interested in, I'm not going to speak to that in details, but you may be interested in chakras and energy stuff, okay? So then we have the deep blue or indigo, which is the third eye chakra, right? All about intuition and deep seeing, seeing behind the human senses, behind the human eye. So that definitely, when it comes to exploring spirituality, makes perfect sense, right? And then this one is more orange, which would be the sacral chakra, which is all about, where it is our sexuality as well, but it is about creativity and passion, okay? So for someone out there, looking into those two chakras may be of relevance, okay, for your particular journey. But attracting mystery, so trying to find that something that we don't know what it is, but we still want it, okay? Seems tough, and that's exactly how it is. So when I was thinking about it, and obviously we could talk about it for hours, so I need to chop this into pieces. How does it even happen that we start to look for something that we don't know what it is, but we know that we're looking for? Well, we may be intuitively prompted, for example, to prayer. Okay, it will be different for everyone. We're not discussing religion here, and prayer doesn't have to be religious at all. Or drawn to some other mystic experiences, maybe. Okay, we may be looking for opportunities or ways to expand our consciousness. If we are more logical, intellectual person, we may be looking to expand a specific area of knowledge, economy, just as an example, because that may give us that sense that we're expanding consciousness. Okay, again, it will be different for everyone. That definitely does not resonate with you. I'm more intuitive, but I am guessing there may be people who are trying to expand their consciousness but expanding their actual knowledge, right? That feeling to need to understand more, that feeling and acknowledgement that there's more than meets the eye, that there's more in this world than what we focus on, the mundane. Okay, some of us could have just gone through some kind of an awakening, or on a mind level or spirit or both, some kind of an aha moment, a realization of some kind, that has, well, sent us on the journey of searching for something that we don't know what it is. Okay, it can be an innate faith and believing in this something more than meets the eye. We may have just been born like this, or we may have always been drawn, just like myself, to fantasy, to books and films that have, you know, magic in them. So again, these are just options that there will be differing for everyone. But what brings us together is that we're looking for some kind of clarity and truth. And even though we don't know what the question is, or what is the question that we're looking for an answer to, we're still looking for some kind of truth, right? We may feel submissive. It may not be dependent on us. We may be very confused that we're looking for something, but we just have to do it. Okay? It's like a force that is making us do it, just like something is making me record it right now. We may feel very overwhelmed by this. We may not feel worthy of this happening. Okay? Some may have visions and dreams. They may turn out true then, so that may be quite confusing and overwhelming. Okay, we may be drawn to some kind of teachers, or like wise men, maybe priests. Again, we're not talking religion. You may just started to be drawn to watch tarot on YouTube, right? That you have never done this before, so you may be doing some kind of weird stuff that you cannot explain. Or maybe you're exploring some family histories, looking into some ancestors' wisdom. It doesn't have to be around your family at all. Maybe witchcraft, okay? Maybe mediums. It doesn't have to be tarot. You may be noticing signs, some kind of happy accidents, synchronicities, that you just know that were not really accidents, okay? Maybe you're drawn to numbers and you're checking their meaning, okay? So there are so many ways that we can find ourselves on that spiritual journey, on that journey to find something, attract some kind of mystery that we don't know what it is. There are so many ways, and I still didn't give you all of them, right? But it already took me over 8 minutes to talk about it. So let's move a little forward. So what we're looking for, as I said, some kind of clarity and truth that we don't know what it is. We're looking for some kind of a purpose of our life, but it's not an earthly, because if you're here, if you're listening to this, if you're exploring this, that it means that you do believe in something more. If you're looking into tarot or any other ways of finding that expanded understanding, okay? So we're not looking for purpose on that earthly plane. We're not looking on purpose, meaning I need to be a CEO of a company. If you do, then that's awesome for you, but we're looking for some kind of a soul purpose, right? Some kind of a soul level happiness, and that's why we're not able to explain it, right? But if you knew what it is, if someone just came in, some kind of a teacher, a wise man, maybe tarot cards, would just tell you, okay, so your soul purpose is this. So they would take away that journey from you, and you have to explore and find out the answer to that question. You need to realize your purpose, or what gives your soul happiness. If someone comes in and gives you the answer to that and says your purpose is this, takes that journey away from you, right? Would that make your life, or more meaningful? Like when they take the whole journey away from you, the journey of growth, of expanding, of you coming to understanding something, leveling up on a mind but also on a spirit level. But someone would just give it to you. This is your purpose. Would that make your life more meaningful? No. Especially that you, well, I'm saying you, but me as well, we may not be, and probably we wouldn't be prepared to take on that purpose or whatever that is, even if it's just about our soul level happiness. We need to be prepared to feel and enjoy that soul level happiness. The preparation time is always needed. So we need to be ready to incorporate that experience into our existence, right? It's exactly the same as being given a job that you're not ready to do, right? On that earthly plane, whatever area that you're looking for. If you're a teacher and someone suddenly makes you, build furniture, okay? There needs to be a preparation time if you're looking to change your job, right? So similarly with looking for that soul level purpose, even though it sounds a lot more profound, the preparation time again is needed, because otherwise you would not be able maybe to even notice that this something is your purpose, because you're just not ready to see it, right? It's just like if someone told me 3 years ago that I will be reading tarot cards on YouTube, I would say, have you lost your fucking mind? And here I am, hello, right? So it comes with time. Sometimes things happen or come to us and we're not able to explain, but we're extremely drawn to them. With time, I became drawn to start speaking about it and using my voice, even though it was very, and it still is kind of uncomfortable to some extent, right? I just have to do it. And those kind of things come when we are ready to take them on. See, even when we don't fully understand, just like I don't, and I'm still learning, I am doing this on the job, for lack of a better word, but I am continuing, and my understanding gets better and better, to the point that I decided to go out and start talking about it, even though I don't consider myself any kind of a teacher or leader or anything like this. I'm just sharing my own experience and journey with whoever wants to listen to it, right? So we may not fully understand what is happening, but it comes only when we're ready to take that on, and even when we don't understand, we're ready to explore and dig into it and carry on, okay? I hope that makes sense. There's no other way I can explain it at this point. And this journey may feel very lonely. We may feel shy, that we may be afraid to talk about this to anyone else, that we're going through something like this, because we're afraid they're gonna just laugh at us, like the spiritual bullshit. What is it all about? Are you losing your mind, right? So we may be afraid of sharing this with others, so we may keep it to ourselves, and it may feel very lonely. But there are so many people out there looking for something else perhaps than you or me, but on a very similar journey. It's just about realizing that you're not alone. There are places where you can find information, when you can just exchange experiences and just make friends on your way. I need to get this to closure because I'm just cautious of the time, but remember that everyone is unique. Don't compare yourself to others. You don't know their journey, you don't know their battles. Everyone is on a different timeline. Life is timeless in general. There is no time schedule, that it is not written anywhere that by the age of 35 you need to accomplish something, and then by 45 you must be in somewhere, in a place of a life, right? Everyone is journeying according to their own timeline, so don't compare yourself to others, because that may be very discouraging. You need to find your own ways to find yourself, okay? It is absolutely okay not to have everything figured out yet, and it's absolutely okay to be confused and don't understand anything at all. Okay, it's all about the search. It's all about the journey, okay, of growth, of maturity, some kind of self-discovery. So look for inspirations to continue that journey and just have fun. Look at it as an adventure, not as a burden that you need to carry. And I will leave it there, because I could probably talk about it for another 3 hours. So I hope that it made sense. It feels a little bit chaotic for me what I was talking about, but that's how the thoughts are in my mind. They are a little chaotic, so I did my best. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see you next time. And until then, as always, please take care of yourself. Bye.